bene, ce la possiamo fare. Ah, benvenuti all'11° episodio di Dragon's Dogma. Ho fatto un paio di cambiamenti. Innanzitutto non sono più un guerriero, sono un ladro perché mi ero un po' rotto di usare il distruttore. Ho ucciso il drago che mi ha ucciso. Ci ho fatto un paio di tentativi, non sono stato a registrarli perché non c'avevo voglia. E sono tornato a Melve e andando a parlare con i tipi alla porta mi dicono di non poter entrare. Allora ho provato a scavalcare, ho visto che potevo farlo e ho detto forse è meglio che ricomincio a registrare in questo preciso momento. Ho cambiato, infatti anche Shirley adesso è un guerriero. Yeah. Allora, comunque, detto questo, ho anche fatto un sacco di lavori con l'audio. Ho attivato equalizzatori, mica equalizzatori, stronzate, meno stronzate. Ah, va bene. E ho fatto tutti i lavori che potevo fare per cercare di modificare l'audio per far sì che non si senta più il disturbo sotto. Ho comprato un cavo nuovo, ho impostato dei suppressori di rumore, tutto quanto. E adesso in teoria dovrebbe essere, non dico cristallina, però sicuramente molto meglio di prima. Stupiscimi. Non mi stai stupendo. Questa è carina. Scudo folgorante. What? Scusami. Scudo folgorante. Grimorio pieno di poteri arcani che affascinerà qualsiasi stregone. Leggilo per lanciare l'incantesimo. Suono esplosivo fatale. Perché si chiama scudo folgorante? Aiuto!
Please. Hope to see you again.
Primo anello della forza che trovo.
You dare incite my wrath.
Oh, fie, that hurts.
Away with you, this instant.
In the
Ah. Ah. Ecco. Persone che picchiano gli innocenti per niente.
I'm done for, aren't I?
L'ho appena ucciso. Odio i bulli.
Stop this! I beg of you! That's enough! Stop running!
That's it.
Well met. Glad to see you. The tyranny of the Queen Regent's faction knows no bounds. I had intended to endure it till Ulrich. I'll be honest with you, as you've earned my trust. The Dragon's Flame has devastated the land here. When I mentioned as much in a letter I had smuggled to Ulrika, she told me that the only problem is how we're going to get past this. Perhaps if we could reclaim the stolen weapons, or... Alas, we villagers are kept under constant watch.
Did you need something?
No,
Always
niente.
a pleasure.
Figurati. Beh, stavo picchiando le guardie con ignoranza, mi sa che continuo.
Off with you then. Intruders are to be
intruders are to be apprehended on.
Esatto.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment.
No, assolutamente.
Never have I encountered such a strategy.
Not what I expected.
C'è qualche altra guardia che posso...
Who goes there?
Se non si fosse capito. Facciamo una roba. Visto che mi dice di rianimarle, se depositassi il cuore, posso luttarli? Non può. No! Non volevo sedermi sulla panchina. Vabbè. Andiamo all'avamposto di confine. Magari mi va di lusso.
Where are you going?
Time to be heading.
La simpatica donna che è qua? Oh, eccoti.
Here to ask. A trying time for merchants. Well met.
Grazie.
Much obliged. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills.
Mi interessa. Cioè, la cazzo stai facendo? Ah. Quei brutti ricordi.
How are you faring? You've reclaimed our weapons. Well done, sir. My thanks. I'd wager... Hold your ground. Do not let our foe approach. Have courage!
C'è qualcun altro?
This cannot. We must withdraw and regroup.
What? Ok.
You have my gratitude for all you've done on our behalf. If I were you, I'd leave. At any rate, this is where we part ways. But if you're...
Ah.
I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
Dai, sonnecchia, sonnecchia, sonnecchia. Sonnecchia. Sven che mi aspetta nelle sue stanze. Sven è il ragazzo, no? Posso comprare gli occhiali? Sì.
Yes, many thanks.
Adesso gli occhiali, sì. Beh, contento con poco.
I do not understand why the people should fear the coming of the dragon.
sia qua la stanza di Sven.
As for me, I've been looking into my mother's movements since his a letter she discarded. It seems to be addressed. I passed an eye over it. Here. I thought it best, and if you do, that is... Oh, I am in no...
Grande Sven. Dovrei fare quella missione della Sfinge, ma la farò... Ehi, ehi, ehi. Con calma. Fuori video sicuramente. Ci sono più grifoni che uccelli normali in sto mondo. Andiamo a trovare la simpaticona, vediamo cosa ha da dire.
Hello there. Still, since you went to the trouble of visiting, it came by way of a client, a merchant who owns and operates ox carts. As she would have it, strange, isn't it? Phantom or not, I can't imagine what they must be carrying. Apparently, it makes its appearance just after sunset as someone in the same line of business. My client said she's ashamed to know. That said, I've not set foot. 'Twas news to me that passenger ox carts don't travel at night. Well, that's it for the rumor.
Io l'ho visto quel carro fantasma di merda. Non sono riuscito però a inseguirlo. È partito e mi ha abbandonato nel nulla più totale.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Brava, brava.
I brought the number that you requested. I'll take it this will be enough.
Aye, nicely done. Get in, you lots. Here's your payment.
Thank you kindly, sir. Ordinarily, coin like this would take me half a year.
And I'll thank you to spend it wisely. Don't go drawing undue attention. An ox cart travelling at night is suspicious enough in its own.
I know. And I'll take care of it, I swear it. What is it? I've done naught worth following me over. Hold, I beg you. I'll tell you what there is to know. I was approached by a battalion merchant I met at the border checkpoint. I know. But you have to understand. My gambling debt, I know not where they've been taken. Here, take this. 'Tis a document. If word of this should reach the palace, I'd no doubt be disciplined. I'll give you all the gold I got today. I swear, I'll ne'er do aught like this again.
Ma
You
sì,
have my
dai.
sincerest thanks. I'll be going then.
Do we know of someone who might better understand this document?
You have my fullest confidence. Yes, Your Majesty? Ah, so you've encountered the Phantom Ox cart from the rumors. To be precise, the letter of the Lord does not... However, in our sovereign-ruled kingdom, crude treatment of the pawns, if one were to sell them for personal gain, they would... And this letter, by its make and the quality of the part, we ought to assume a member of the court has... But for what purpose are these pawns being... I have a proposal. Should we ascertain the pawn's destination? Yet if we question the driver haphazardly, this mission... I bid Your Majesty follow the ox cart without arousing... Alternatively, mayhap Your Majesty could assume the guise of a... I leave the choice to Your Majesty.
Facciamo una roba.
What's this? Only pawns? What's that dullard playing? Suppose it's all the same. The cargo's all I need to get... Oh, it's cold out. I'm tired. Empty. Forgot to buy more drink. Could do with a proper meal.
Sta cosa. Però ha funzionato, eh. Il torre nudo ha funzionato.
Fine.
Le mie pedine, le mie pedine!
We're under attack! Don't just stand there! Protect the cart! Drive the fiends back!
It was a glorious success. Let us aim for greater precision with our next attack.
What's the hold up? Get in! How fare my fine passengers this evening? Don't know why I'm asking, you never answer.
Già.
Suppose you'll just have to listen then. You pawns are a queer lot. They say you'll do whatever the Arisen says. You offer no complaint or quarrel, and you're undying to boot. You're well suited as slaves, if you ask me. Truth be told, I've lost count of how many of you I've transported these past few days. Still not the faintest idea what they do with you, or where they take you after I drop you off. I've ne'er seen one of you return. That says a lot. As some would tell it, you're serving as targets for new recruits undergoing spear training. Others say your lifeblood is squeezed out like juice from a grape to be offered to the Empress of Patal. Did that scare you, Amy? No mind. It was all in jest. It's not like I know the truth of it anyhow. Not like I care. As long as I get my coin, I'm a happy man. I'm not fussed what happens to me.
Sono abbastanza sicuro che mi stiano portando nella cava.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Halt! We're expecting your cargo. Open up.
I hear they follow whatever command they're given.
Aye, and they'll take any beating without a word of... Let's see for ourselves.
Sorry, my hands.
How'd you like that?
Built rather tough, eh?
You going to fight back?
Va
They
bene.
may be undying, but they do seem
Ha!
to know.
They just
hey.
take it.
Let's see. Where to next?
What a ball! It is like hitting
That's
a tree
it.
stump.
Enough! That's valuable merchandise you're toying with. Worth more than your... Have you prepared the cargo we're to carry alongside them? We're off!
Fatti picchiare. Va bene. Ok, non vedo l'ora di picchiare tutti loro io. Con gli occhiali. Bellissimo. Ah.
On your knees, worthless vessels.
Let us examine the area carefully. There may well be a clue nearby.
Wait. You're not a pawn. We've an intruder in our midst.
Ok.
I will protect you.
Cosa è successo? Svegliati.
I
Svegliati.
cannot fathom your intent.
Clark means to unveil the sculpture before a select audience. I will await you at his estate in Vernworth.
Capisco.
I'm curious to see how the sculpture turned out. Shall we attend, Master?
Spero bene.
Oi, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow, I mislike. You from Vermont? Bet you're as prejudiced as the rest. Well, got something you want? Save it. You're not welcome here. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to... All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods. Alone. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. Put your back into it!
By your leave, Arisen.
Well now, quite the brawl we're having here. But I must say, these odds are rather craven. Did you leave your honor at the door?
And who are you supposed to be? You a friend of this one?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. Coin is my only ally. It's not my conscience that called me here. No, no. Is there even one among you with the grip?
What'd be in it for us?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your... That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for. Mayhaps...
Ragnar. You're him. From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah.
Chi cazzo è questo?
Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one... Oi! Bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off to? We'll see if you can escape me a second time.
I don't believe it. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
Già.
Fine work, that was. Pray, save your thanks. After all, judging by the skill with which you won that duel just now, I dare say... I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight, so he had that beast take the beating. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, till next time.
One cannot help but wonder about that Sir Ragnar. Who is he really?
Doesn't seem like you and I are going to be sharing. 'Tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. As I've said, I'm a sellsword.
Capisco. Sono mezzo tentato di fare un po' di soldi attraverso un piccolo exploit che ho visto su YouTube. Se funziona.
This ox cart can't set off till I've had my...
Grazie. Ah. Siediti. Siediti. Adesso... sonnecchia.
Patrons, connoisseurs, there is much more I should like to say, but the anticipated... My word! It would appear I overestimated your ability. You have shamed me, and shall ne'er...
Ma è bellissima!
Dispiriting conclusion. It's a shame how the sculpture turned out.
Ma che stai dicendo?
I'll wring that incompetent sculptor's neck.
I know Clark wasn't pleased, but that was the best I could manage.
Always a pleasure.
We have arrived.
You have my fullest confidence. Has there been some development, Your Majesty? Well now, you have divined the ox, I see. So they were procuring... The staff you mentioned is most curious. I had heard pawns face much prejudice in Batal, yet to hear that they are treated as tools to be discarded, and given such perilous... Volcanic Island has long been part of Batal's territory. The lake of lava present there is revered for its flames. Perhaps 'twould be considered blasphemy to give such work to their... Or could this simply be a means of testing the efficacy? I can offer naught but conjecture. For now, we ought to aim our effort. Should we succeed, even the Queen Regent herself could not deflect the people's displeasure. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. It is most valuable. So pray,
At least here the Queen Regent shall face justice.
You're the Arisen. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vern. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox as a potential ally to your cause. 'Twould do you no favor, and bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost. You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
Oh, it's not right. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd yet ere since he came here.
I understand how you must feel. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. I am caring for him as best I can. However, if you mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray...
I will look after him. Sir, 'tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, not to mention, I have to find the mean. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know you would procure it yourself? In that case, the slums are a bane to the body. We do what we can with your aid is most appreciated.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? No, a letter. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer. Well, well. I'd not put it. 'Tis a love letter of a sort, one that draws on ancient symbolism to put simply what this letter means to... Ha! The surprising... I know not who this Phasus is, though 'tis safe to say that what concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first... If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen, as to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess. And I'm not one.
An ogre is upon us!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
So, okay.
Yes, sir. Have you Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Ah, but only if you've the time and inclination, of course. As servants of the gracious hand, yet, at times, perhaps you will recall an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man, claiming to be a doctor. So, he was put into... Here he is. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who... To be perfectly honest, after all, there is no shortage, but I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. Come. We've medicine to prepare.
Psst. You there. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by... It started with a slight fever. I see that empty bed. An old man was lying in it. He told me he was feeling better. That he'd be well enough. Mayhap I'm just imagining things. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the gracious hand?
What's got you?
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement. Should his... That is, the basement sick room, where none of the other sisters are permitted. Tell is, she gives the patients a special medicine, which is to be expected, and yet...
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person. A saint. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement. Can't say as I missed that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those...
Let me get that.
Elena? Ah, yeah. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But in the end, I survived. But methinks... And once... I saw her. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. You'd think 'twere medicine. But I'd not have bought medicine. They were whispering. But I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter. And always enough.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy.
You suppose wrong. I command their...
Ha! You're a fearsome one.
Enough. I gave you yours. Now you give me mine.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the lady.
Glad we understand each other.
Aye. Be si-
That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Have you found a dwarven blacksmith? But elves and dwarves do not see. You believe he will if Nutriarch. Are you certain? It is a pungent stew of, but I shall prepare it. If it has any chance, would you be willing to? You won't have to go far to find them. I thank you. Bring them to me, and I will
Rotten fish and apples. My stomach lurches at the very thought. But I suppose we ought to procure them all the same.
You have my support.
Dovrei avere delle mele marce del pesce marcio. Vorrei parlare di cibo, mi viene fame.
Now we shan't lose our way.
Do you have the ingredients? This is all I need. My people dwell in the mountains. This dish was first made by an elf with a craving. These fish already stink of the sea. Nutriarb is oft served at celebratory events, but I must endure. It is almost finished, thankfully. It is ready, but it is so vile. I fear the dwarven blacksmith, but I will trust in you. Come, let us away to Batal. I thank you. Here, my brother gave this to me.
You're back! An elf? I ne'er met one afore. Well met. The name's...
Well met.
She's the one who's after the scale cinder, Have you brought some of that elven delicacy along with you?
Yes, I have.
Marvellous. I thought I smelt it on you. Mark me. Right, follow me. I've just cleaned out the forge, see, so we'll need to make for the cavern where we'd... Come on, you two! The Right, here we are.
What's all this racket? You imbecile! You...
Hold a moment, Brocker. She's brought something for you.
A gift.
Ah! What makes you think I'm gonna go dispose of this? And I expect it...
What am I to do now?
What you came here for, of course! This is your chance!
Truly?
You'll have to be quick, mind. Brocker makes short work of his meal. While you're at it, you might have yourselves a little competition, eh? See who... Anyway, good luck. Best start searching. Brocker might be back any moment. Oh, are you done collecting all... That was quick. Suppose we'll wait...
My heart is racing. I thought the dwarf would catch us. How much scale? Oh, it seems for now, I must I hope you will come visit us, and I must thank you.
Not at all. 'Twas my...
Devo raccogliere di... Non frega niente di che ce n'è.
Aye. In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. Interesting. Well, naturally I'll need a bit of time with it.
About time you showed up. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ark. See to it that none. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin. Come along now.
Ah, meno male. Io non devo farmi tutta la camminata. Era il mio joystick che si scollegava.
Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's...
Foul brigand! We shan't...
There's no need for... here's a surprise. We met at the tavern. Remember? Fair warning, cuz. This craven...
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnar from the tavern.
You would betray me.
You believe me, then? That's a bit of a relief, actually.
Curse you! All that planning and...
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
Master! Master, can you hear me? Are you unharmed?
Pray seek an exit. I shall search for a way to rejoin you.
Hoy there. You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustin, only to find myself still. So long as he escaped, speaking of, I was to tell you that I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get... From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern, and my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of... Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter, makes for a duller life. Though I can't say I've any still. I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm... Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice. I'm not sure what's brought me. I suppose I'll have a few drinks. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. As Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin, and hired... So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to... Mark my words. If you carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you'd not have stood a chance against all that. Methinks I've earned my pay this time. And then some. I protected my charge and got you. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I've got to wonder where this craven... One thing's for certain. You must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the... What? It's a small world indeed. I've no business here. Right. Let's press on. Judging from the well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. After all, I can't afford to die here. We'll see each other again. You can count on that.
No! I'm not sending any...
But Jonas, isn't it your duty?
I've held my tongue till now, but no longer. This is impermissible. A village is nothing. As Half's leader, you ought to... Can you truly say...
Who are you to question...
I, Jonas. I am an outsider. I shall follow my own will. All those with the strength and courage to do...
We must fly to the aid of those in need.
'Tis you. Have you... My thanks. The captured villager ought to be within. Let us...
You have returned
Indeed. And now that the in exchange, I beg you to forgive those who joined me. Yet I will go forth from this village with my head held.
There'll be no need for that, Ulrika.
After you left, we who remained discussed that which our... It is as you yourself have said. A village is nothing without its people. Yet 'twas your heartfelt plea that reminded us of it. 'Tis our hope that you will guide us.
Aye. If that is what is needed, I shall write. You've come. Glad. Tis a strange thing. I ne'er knew how vast the sky was, till I left Mel behind. Time and again you have come to my aid. Would that I could repay you in some way. Alas, there is little I have to offer. Yet, if your heart e'er aches for a place to call home, then may this village... No, not the village. If e'er you're in need of a hearth to return to, then let it be mine.
Vabbè. Beh, penso di aver sbloccato una delle possibili compagne del gioco. Sicuramente la Iona, un'altra è l'elfa. Avrei preferito l'elfa, onesto, però vabbè. L'altra è la... sicuramente la signorina... Testa lesta... che lavora onesta. Direi che posso finire qua questo episodio. Cioè, diciamo che c'ho un sacco di parole in testa, devo imparare a dirle a voce alta. Vabbè, alla prossima, ragazzi.